Hello everyone, this is Daniel, and I want to start off saying hello to everyone. Thank you for watching this video, and also wanting to apologize for those people that don't like long videos, but this will most likely turn into a very long video, but I think you'll think that will be worth it. I'm making this video on how to get rid of the straight talk limit. I'll start off saying that they might see this video or realize what people are doing and fix this issue, or they might not, but you might enjoy this for, I don't know how long it'll last. Maybe it'll last for a few months, or they could do it a lot sooner than that. But I'll go ahead and show you guys how to get rid of the straight talk limit. And this applies to people that have bought this SIM card. So for those who have bought the SIM card using the SIM card activation, paid about $15 and got a regular SIM card, probably a micro or a bigger size, you would get this inside with, you pop out of this, and then you put it in your phone, and you probably watch some video, maybe even mine, that shows how to put in these settings. And after about 2 gigabytes, you notice that your internet is limited to about this speed right here. This is the download speed. Even though you would have maybe 4G or 3G at the top corner, you notice around after 2 gigabytes, your upload speed is a lot faster than your download speed. Your upload speed stays about the same, but your download turns to be slower than dial-up or about the same speed as dial-up internet. And the way to get around it is not by buying this card, but buying a straight talk phone. The way that this works is, when you buy this activation kit, you use your own phone, and they know you use your own phone. So they limit this department that does this, limits your speed, because they think you're either tethering, or they don't know what you're doing, or they think you just have an iPhone, and they generally think that iPhones take a lot more data than their own phones. And I'm not sure, but some of you guys might have tried to get the cheapest straight talk phone and put the SIM card into your iPhone, and your iPhone would not able to read it. That's because they programmed the SIM cards to not able to read on an iPhone. Except I finally found a loophole when I bought this phone. It actually does matter what phone you bought. You don't have to buy this particular phone, but you need to buy one of their smartphones, because it uses a different type of SIM card programming, just like an iPhone would use, or most of the other phones. If you use one of these cheap phones that are not smartphones, most likely they won't work, but I'm pretty sure that most of these smartphones, the one that I say you have to only would work with the $45 plan, should work, but I don't have enough money to actually go through and buy all of them. And if you see this probably uses Verizon, most likely. So you want to get a smartphone that uses AT&T service, and this is the one I have right here. It costs $89.99, and they would require you to buy a $45 service card right away. But after you get your phone, when you would receive something like this, you'd see that there's a SIM card inside that already comes with it, and that's what you would take out and use a SIM card cutter and cut it into the size you want. And this is a mini SIM card cutter, which is for the iPhone 5. I have another one for the regular micro SIM card. But anyways, the way this works is, from the regular phones, or from the activation kits, you'll see that the settings are different than when you go into a smartphone and check the APN settings, meaning it uses different servers and is a different department literally. So this department doesn't limit you after 2 gigabytes. And now I'm going to show you how to get it to work. I already put in the SIM card inside for the iPhone, or into the iPhone, the one from this smartphone right here. And when you put it inside, I restore the phone, so I'll teach you from the beginning. You just go through the steps, already connected to the Wi-Fi, and it's going to activate the phone. And I'll go ahead and set it up as a new phone. And here's what you guys might be used to. And when you do put in the SIM card into the phone, you'll notice that it does connect just like a regular SIM card would. And the SIM card itself, if you would have got the full size, would look almost exactly the same as the SIM card you would have got from the kit. If you would have got the full size, it would have been basically exactly the same. And the way you would know that this would work when you do buy it is on your activation card. You would have 2 sets of numbers, a SIM card number and a serial number. So of course you have to activate this before you do any of these steps, but this is how it would look, and this is how you would know this would be the right SIM card to use. So after we got to home screen, we can go ahead and power off the Wi-Fi. We won't need that anymore. And if you try to use the internet and go to, let's say, help.apple.com, of course it says the same thing. We need to set up the settings again, and these settings will be different from your activation card from your previous time. And the way we set it up is you need to have your iPhone unlocked if you're using or iOS 6, and I have right now 6.0.1. And to unlock it, you would go to Cellular Medic, which is the website up here, cellular-medic.com. And once you get to his website, you click on Unlocks, and you'll see that right here it would have a AT&T Basic Unlock, $35 right now. You would proceed to checkout, and then you would fill in your information. You would put in your name, email address, make sure it's the one you wanted to put it in, because he will have confirm your email address, and he'll send your IMEI number that you put in to make sure it's correct. So once you fill this information out, add to cart and buy it through PayPal, make sure you put in the IMEI number correctly, and he'll send you an email to your email address. You're going to look and double check that that IMEI number is correct. And the way you get your IMEI number is by going into Settings, General, About, and your IMEI number would be in right here. And that's what you would put into the blank spot. And this unlock lasts forever, so you don't need to worry about jailbreaking or doing anything. You could restore your phone, you could do anything with that phone, and it will still be unlocked. So once you make sure it's correct and reply to that email saying that, just tell him I confirm that this is correct or something like that. After several hours, it should be within 24 hours, he should unlock that phone. And then once the phone is unlocked, you can check yourself, or you'll see that he will send you an email saying that he finished it. The way you check is if you put in the SIM card and it works, that means it's unlocked. So I'm going to take out the Straight Talk SIM card. This is just a SIM card that I cut into a micro and then put this on top of it, put it in, so it would be a micro SIM card instead of a mini SIM card. but we'll put in a micro T-Mobile SIM card. So there's no service, but you want to go into settings, general, and then cellular, and you're looking for the cellular data network menu to be showing up here. Let's go back out of it and see if it'll show up again. Okay, let's see. If you're one of those people once in a while it won't show up on here, all you have to do is just reboot your phone. Let's go back into settings, general, cellular, and there we go, cellular data network. That's the menu we want to be in. And once you are in this menu, make sure you don't go back out of it, you just press the home button. Now we're going to go ahead and take it out. And we're just going to go ahead and put the Straight Talk SIM card back in. And now we wait. We don't want to go into that menu too fast, or else it'll see that it's a different SIM card and exit out of it and lock up the menu. What we want to do is leave it for a few minutes, or until it says home and then 3G or 4G, depending if yours is a 4S or not, and when it has cell phone service signal on there. Because if it's going to be searching and we go back into that menu, we're just going to have to go put in the T-Mobile SIM card again and redo again these steps. Okay, now it says home at the top corner, and we're just going to give it about 10 more seconds. Okay, now we're going to go back into settings and see how this, because you have multitasking, it brings you right back into where you left off, and you could see that the APN menus, or the APNs have showed up in all the settings. And we're going to change these, and we're going to change it to different settings. It would be WAP.track phone, and that's it. And that's the different APN. The previous one was att.mvno. This is WAP.trackphone.com. And then we're gonna go ahead and we can copy this, or you can just enter in there again. And we're going to do this for the MMS. Just paste it in there. And then for the MMSC, it would be the http://mmsc.singular.com. So So we're gonna need to change this. Before it used to already been in there, but it looks like it's not. They must have updated in iOS 6 different settings. And then for the MMS proxy, it will be IP address 66.209.1.32:80 for the port. And that's it. So that's WAP.TrackPhone for the cellular data. And for the MMS APN, it will be WAP.TrackPhone. And then here you can see the MMS SC and MMS proxy and max message size. And then after that's all in there, you can press the home button. And then we're going to see if it works. And it does. And I'm not connected to Wi-Fi, as you can see it's connected to 4G. And let's say YouTube, we'll load something on there. And let's just search for, let's say Apple, iPhone 5. And it's high quality. Let's see how fast it loads.
When you think about your iPhone, it's probably the object that you use most.
And as you can see, it's loading ahead, so not slow internet speed at all. Sorry, I can't show you about those speeds I was showing you on the iPad earlier, the dial-up speeds. The 38 and how it's downloading that slow, and the upload speeds. It is because I already did update my SIM card. I did transfer the SIM card, and as soon as I did transfer the number to the SIM card and put it in, I had full speed. Right before I transferred, that's when I took the pictures, and as soon as I transferred the number to the SIM card here, I instantly got full speed internet, just like I used to. And to show you the last thing is I'll get the speed test. I'll go ahead and enter this information. Okay. And let's see how fast this downloads. And that was pretty quick. And let's see how fast our internet is. A big difference in speed, just because of a different SIM card. And that's basically it. And also, we did already set up the MMS, so that's data and MMS all set up for the new SIM card, and you can enjoy that. The last thing I want to show or say is for those that keep leaving a negative rating, please leave a comment before you leave a bad rating, because I'd like to know exactly why. I know my videos are long and I don't edit them at all, or barely edit them, and I'd just like to know why I'm being left a negative rating. And last thing is I did start a funding from Indiegogo, I think that's how you say it, and I want to work on phones more and other technologies. I'd like to get an iPhone 5 and maybe an older iPhone, so I can be testing out more things like this and providing more to you. And I can't do that, of course, without money. That's the biggest obstacle. And I'd like you guys to donate money. It would help me to able to study phones more, have more time, and maybe instead of my regular job, I'd have this job of doing this for people and provide. I want to study more, and also I want to do Xcode, and would like to speak to someone that does specialize in Xcode for developing apps for iPhone. And what I wanted to do was somehow see if we can set this up where all you have to do is go into App Store, download our app, and press one button and everything would be done for you, so you don't have to put any of these settings or do any of this stuff. And I would like to do quite a bit other things, just don't have the time or the money. Computers I have are older and not enough processing power or things like that. So if you may go on to Indiegogo.com, and it's Daniel's Tech Help, and that's the link right here. Let me zoom in. And if you go on this website, it will go ahead and bring you to here where you can contribute money and help support this, so I can have more time and have more things I can buy, like other phones, test them out, stuff like that, and able to give you better guides with better equipment and stuff like that. So if you may go on here and even put $1, that would help quite a bit. If everybody donated $1, I could get my goal pretty fast and even over my goal, so I can even do other type of electronics, other things. So if you may go on here and donate something, that would be great. And if you have any questions, please leave in the comments, and please don't leave a negative feedback without leaving a comment and tell me why you're leaving a bad rating. And thank you very much for watching.